At the moment, it is estimated that there are about 5,000 mental patients of Russian and Russian Hebrew heritage being kept in a labyrinthine network of tunnels underneath the town of Devizes. They're kept in chains, basically starved by the residents of Devizes, and are used for ritual sacrifices, and their meat is sold as pork in Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop, and their organs are harvested by networks on the black market, coordinated by Albanian mobsters who are operative for Devizes police. So it's all very interesting to consider indeed. Green Lane Psychiatric Hospital, i.e. the old site of the Roundway Asylum mass extermination site, has a large network of underground corresponding caverns. Indeed, many of these 5,000 mental patients are kept underneath the Green Lane site. So there are also various residences within the town of Devizes that have underground tunnel systems where mental patients are kept, such as the residences of the Low Booth family, who are Sabbateans, and various interconnecting families. Indeed, it's all very interesting to consider the truth about this town. There is a mass ritual sacrifice site. Indeed, during the Cold War, 400,000 mental patients were exterminated at Roundway Hospital from various nations in the West and Eastern Bloc. Indeed, Devizes, Freemasons, and Druids form part of a satanic ritual sacrifice network that specifically focuses on the killing of mental patients. Indeed, the Devizes, Freemasons, and Druids believe they are deriving large amounts of occult power from the mass extermination of mental patients. Indeed, it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the particular mental patients that are chosen are usually of the 20 to 30% of paranoid schizophrenics that Itzhak Bentov theorized are of a higher stage of evolution. Indeed, these psychiatric patients currently stored in Devizes are victims of parapsychological experiments by the Russian state, and are transported from various secret psychiatric facilities in Russia to Vladivostok, and thence on a ship to the Barnstable region, where they are picked up by butchers' networks and Albanian mobsters who transport them in butchers' vans and lorries to Devizes, where they are then basically half-starved, sexually abused, raped, tortured, experimented on, and eventually ritually sacrificed by the butchers. Their meat is sold as pork in Rose and Sons butcher shop, and their organs are harvested by networks of Albanian mobsters who are operative for the Devizes police syndicate. It's all very interesting. This is a mass ritual sacrifice network operative under Crown license. Indeed, the British intelligence services are completely aware of what the Devizes people are up to, yet allow it to happen because any knowledge of this truth leaking out would cause a national scandal, indeed an international scandal. It is terrible what the people of Devizes are doing to these mental patients. Indeed, I experienced firsthand the way that Devizes people treat mental patients. Indeed, I was of a far higher stage of evolution than the Devizes people. Indeed, I'm in connection with cosmic consciousness, and the Devizes people tried to treat me as if I was beneath them. However, the karma is turning, and Devizes is going to be revealed what it is. A ritual sacrifice center, operative for networks of the Masonic Lodge. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, Devizes is located on a power grid that is basically fueled by demons. Indeed, many of the inhabitants of Devizes are demonic because of the energies that are basically occurring in that town. Indeed, it's interesting to consider quite how demonic the Devizes people are. Indeed, when you look at someone like Josh Dowse, you can tell that he is genetically a cannibal, a Canaanite. So it's all very interesting to consider. You can see the cannibalism in his features. So it's all very interesting to consider the bloodlines that have interwoven in that town, occult bloodlines. And indeed, the British royals are well aware of the Devizes ring, which is very interesting considering the Devizes people are so known for defending the monarchy. Indeed, this is all part of a vested interest in the Aryan Temple project that the British police are attempting to set up through networks of illuminized Masonic lodges. So it's all very interesting to consider the role of Devizes in all of this. Indeed, Devizes is a testing center for the future system that is to be implemented in the United Kingdom, with the Masonic Aryan Temple running the country and mass ritual sacrifices of mental patients, homeless people, etc. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, there are going to be mass exterminations also of Hebrew commoners by Nazis and Faith of Ishmael adherents too. So it's all very interesting to consider the fact that Devizes are probably the most prolific ritual sacrificers on earth. You can see their cannibalism and necrophilia in many of their facial features, as I've stated. PC Joshua Dowse of Devizes Police looks like a cannibal because his family have been eating dead babies for centuries. So it's all very interesting to note. Indeed, it is rather scary to talk about what is occurring in Devizes and the networks of ritual sacrifices that are operative there. Indeed, I believe there are residents in Devizes who aren't completely aware of what is going on in that town. Indeed, Police Superintendent Stephen Applin is technically the keeper of the keys for the torture chambers that basically scatter the town's tunnel system. So it's very interesting to note the Applin family are basically the coordinators of the entire Devizes ritual sacrifice and organ harvesting operation. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, many people would call me delusional, but one night in January in 2020, I was walking near Morris Lane, and suddenly I came upon these three half-starved mental patients, two very beautiful felines, and one male who looked surprisingly like me. They were of Russian heritage but spoke English perfectly, and they told me all about the town of Devizes and what I must do to expose this terrible operation that is being overseen by Wiltshire Police with the full knowledge of the entire Wiltshire Police Force. So it's all very interesting to note what the police are covering up in the county of Wiltshire. Indeed, it's all very interesting. This is all occurring in a county with the two stone circles in it. Indeed, the stone circles are ritual sacrifice sites and are utilized by neo-Nazi Satanist networks and Aryan Nation Druids networks for baby sacrifices to the Canaanite, Germanic, and Gaelic demon gods of the Aryan faction. So it's all very interesting to note. Indeed, these Russian mental patients contained in underground chambers are all victims of parapsychological experimentation coordinated by the Russian intelligence and security services in the Russian Federation. And to think they have been through agonizing torture in the secret facilities in the Russian Federation, only to be transported to Devizes and to be half-starved, chained, whipped, treated terribly by Devizes, who are seriously the most evil people on the earth. And then they are ritually sacrificed. Their dead bodies are defiled and raped by the Devizes people. And then their meat is sold as pork in Waterrose and Sons butcher shops. And then their organs are trafficked by networks of Albanians and local gangsters who are actually police informants. Interestingly, the organs usually end up back in the Russian Federation. So it's all very interesting to consider this operation and who is overseeing this operation. Indeed, the British Royals have a deep interconnectivity with this operation and a key interest in it. Indeed, you have to remember that the British Royals, the current ones, the Saxe-Coburg-Gotha bloodline, i.e. the Windsors, were installed as the British monarchy in the 1830s by the Bavarian Illuminati networks. So it's all very interesting. These operations and devices are overseen by the Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst, i.e. one of the networks that continues the Bavarian Illuminati tradition. And as I've stated, the Windsor royalty are Bavarian Illuminists by tradition. And that specific bloodline was placed on the British throne in return for keeping Adam Weishaupt safe in Gotha after his escape from certain authorities in Bavaria. So it's all very interesting to consider how all of this links up. Indeed, Devizes are operating a black propaganda campaign of disinformation about me, attempting to cast the blame for certain activities of theirs on me. However, they're having trouble, which is all very interesting indeed. No one believes their bullshit anymore. Too much information is beginning to leak throughout the public domain about what Devizes really is, and what kind of place Devizes is, and what kind of people inhabit that strange, creepy little town. It is all very interesting indeed. Calm residents have theories on all of this, but many calm residents have been dragged in to Devizes rings over the years. So Calm has essentially become an appendage of the Devizes ring. Indeed, much of the organ distribution is handled by calm people who are supposed local gangsters who are actually police snitches. So it's very interesting to consider all of this. Indeed, the networks of Devizes police constables are operative to take my videos down off the internet. If I ever mention about James Sherwood, indeed, James Sherwood is a key operative of Devizes police. Indeed, Police Sergeant James Sherwood is one of the overall handlers of the Waterrose and Sons Butcher's Shop network. The Police Sergeant James Sherwood is operative to destroy any evidence that I was ever on the internet since my release from the psychiatric facility in Bristol. Indeed, I was released on the 19th of March 2026 and have been fully operational since then, attempting to expose the truth about the Devizes police. Indeed, we must consider that these Russian mental patients and Russian Hebrew mental patients are effectively extraterrestrial intelligence operatives. I am also an extraterrestrial intelligence operative. So we are all interconnected through cosmic intelligence sources. We are all operative for the cosmic intelligence services, which have nothing to do with the GRU. Indeed, the GRU are operating on a lower energy frequency than we are. They are Satanists. The GRU are Nazi savages and Satanists in a similar fashion to the Devizes people. Indeed, I have no connection to the Russian government, nor do the Russian and Russian Hebrew extraterrestrial cosmic intelligence service mental patients beneath the town of Devizes being kept in chains. However, they speak to me through cosmic intelligence system sources. Indeed, we are telepathic, and we are taking on your sad little town, who have nothing better to do with their time than rape babies and harvest organs. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, there is a large trade in babies being transported to Devizes from various conflict zones. And a lot of this operation has to do with the British military. Indeed, also factions operating out of Warminster military base are involved in the transportation of babies from various parts of the world, including conflict zones, to Devizes. Indeed, these babies are often stuffed with narcotics, so it's all very interesting. It's all part of a black market process. Indeed, these babies are raped, tortured, killed. Indeed, so the Devizes people are also involved in the creation of pornography involving babies and the snuff film killing of babies and necrophilia of babies filmed also. So they are making an enormous profit on the black market from their ritual abuse, maiming, killing, and necrophilia of babies. It's all very interesting to consider what kind of people inhabit this town. This is the thing. People around the country are beginning to realize something is going on between Willsey and Devizes. There's a lot deeper than Devizes are making it out to be. Devizes are just trying to make me out to be what they are, basically. Pedophiles. So it's all very interesting to consider. Devizes are attempting to shift the blame on me for what they are. Indeed, Devizes are all pedophiles, dangerous pedophiles. And they are protected by the British royalty. Indeed, they are licensed to operate by the Crown, i.e. the Aryan Templars, and indeed King Charles even attends ceremonies in the underground systems beneath Devizes, where there is a mass baby rape sacrifice ring. Indeed, so many babies are stolen from around the world and transported to Devizes. And Devizes residents dress up in their cloaks and hoods, like Ku Klux Klan style, and rape these babies, and then carry on to torture the extraterrestrial intelligence operatives who they have basically captured, i.e. the Russian and Russian Hebrew mental patients. And they sacrifice them also, and then utilize their components, i.e. their body meat is sold as pork in Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop, and their organs are harvested via networks of Walter Rose and Sons butchers and handled by Albanian mobsters in what can only be termed Britain's mass industrial yellow house system. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, there is a canal system underground in Devizes. And indeed, from the various ritual sacrifice sites, the organs are sent down this canal. In a sense, it's all very difficult to explain. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but Waterrose and Sons Butcher Shop is probably the most prolific organ harvesting location in the United Kingdom, if not the world. Indeed, it's all very strange and disturbing. Indeed, Devizes police have said that if I mention them once more, they are going to arrest me for stalking. However, I'm going to take this risk. This video needs to be put on the internet. Indeed, I am a targeted individual being radiated by private citizens in Devizes and Melksham, who are operating with the complete authority of Devizes Police and are coordinated by Police Sergeant Jerome Butler and Police Superintendent Stephen Nash, who are out to destroy me, supposedly for the glory of the British nation. However, these people in Devizes are cannibal elements and paedophile elements. So it's all very interesting to consider exactly what these people represent. Indeed, anyone who defends Devizes police or even the Devizes population against me is guilty of representing a massive criminal operation that involves the raping of live and dead babies, the roasting of these dead babies on spits, and the consumption of their flesh. Indeed, the Devizes people film everything, so there will be photographic footage of all of this. So anyone who's brave enough to attempt to break into any of these underground labyrinths from Devizes may be able to get hold of some of the footage of what the Devizes Freemasonic networks get up to and release it into the public domain, which will expose the town of Devizes for what it is, a ritual mass sacrifice location operated by the British police in accordance with Bavarian Illuminati Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst statutes as part of an overwhelming agenda to turn the United Kingdom into the Aryan Temple. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, I'm going to leave it there now, because this topic is beginning to cause me severe disturbance. Indeed, I represent the extraterrestrial Cosmic Intelligence Service, operative to destroy Devizes police and the Devizes population and free the captured operatives of the Cosmic Intelligence Services from the grasp of Devizes police and the filth of that sewer of a town. Indeed, I'm going to leave it there now.